receptionist. What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking. They don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Hey, alert. Good job right there. Mike's by four.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And the Seahawks, first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
14. Check. Mike 56. Mike 56. Mike 56.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a give, right side. Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0.
Michael Vincent to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 53.
They'll run with the backup. This is Williams. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
At their own 39-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Look. It's gonna be a long day. Slam. 56 to Mike. 56. Pull it out.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down, that's what they talk about.
Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of...
He's got daylight. He's at the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down now, it's Carson, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
380. 56. 4 down. 56. Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but now it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Mike 480. Mike 5-4. Left pass. Team, we got to get to the gun. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On first down, Carson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. They run it with Carson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coach. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, 49-7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's good. Murray fighting. Lost the football. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, First half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. From the 31, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You gonna go.
A final shot before half from Murray. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
49 the mic. 49 the mic.
From the 31, Murray, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. 18 yards, first down Niners.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. On second down, Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's pin the mirrors back and go full school.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's get it. 56. Tackles. Ankle. Front left. 56. I'm here all day.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch the screen. Hey. Switch. Shift. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
From the shotgun, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
A gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go down. 56. Check 56. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
To throw again is Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
A 46-yard.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And it's caught by Parker. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
49. Mike, 49. Check 50, check 50. Go. Rush in.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall there. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. On 2nd and 7, Murray. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Watch the run. Watch the run. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, but...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Watch the
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Time up. Check 43. Switch.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Lockett. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang.
Throwing now is Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
Good job right there. Good guys, 4 down, 4 down. 56. Moss 56. Here we go, here we go. I'll go special. I'll go special.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.
Down. Set the flag. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the 49ers, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles